Hi everyone, MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started today, I just want to tell everyone to click the button below and make sure you subscribe. So as I promised last time, when I did a review, I said that I would have something very special coming from March, and it's here and I'm super excited. So before we get started, let's just take a moment to acknowledge the Black Panther poster. If you haven't seen it, get your life. I really don't know what you're doing. But this month, for the first time ever, I'm actually going to do a tag video. So I'm super excited. The theme, since it's Women's History Month, is actually your favorite women writers and one book that you would recommend everyone read this month by a woman author. So again, favorite women writers and one book that you would have or recommend that everyone read this month during Women's History Month. So just to start off, so I'm going to run through my list of favorite women writers. I just want to preface this by saying I am inevitably going to forget some people. That's just a fact. That's just going to happen. So the first one is Roxane Gay. Anyone who knows me knows that I adore this woman as a writer, or even just as a human. I think she's amazing. I love her so much because I would say that she is the first really contemporary author that has made me so uncomfortable reading a book that I've had to like sit it down and come back to it. There are definitely some others on the list who have done that as well, but in like recent years, she's the first one that I've read that I've just been like so, I had said, but so traumatized by what I was reading that I had to sit, really like decompress, really process through what was happening and then come back to it. So I just think she's amazing. Also, I love her because she thinks of things in a way that like I never had. She then makes me go back and reconceptualize, just rethink or revisit something that I've had an opinion on and be like, I could see that, or just consider it from another perspective, and I always appreciate that. And actually, the book that I would recommend everyone read this month, if you haven't, is by her. It's actually Difficult Women, and I'll insert a picture of that now. It's a series of short stories, and you won't be the same after. Next, I have Edwidge Danticat. So if you have not read her, you are definitely missing out. Her most famous book is probably Crick Crack. And it's amazing. I've recently read Untwined by her as well. Just like mind blowing. Definitely just challenges your, I think, concept of family. So I think she's worthwhile. Lucille Clifton, honored poet, probably not as well renowned as she should be or should have been, but definitely someone worth checking out. Next, Kelly Norman Ellis. She was actually a professor of mine in undergrad. Just amazing. Tougaloo Blues is a good poetry book of hers that you can pick up. Next, we have Nayyirah Waheed. I will definitely link a video to a review I did of her book Salt below, but Salt is one that I would recommend anyone read anytime, anywhere, any given moment. She has two books of poetry. Nejma is her first poem book, and Salt is her second poem book, and they're both just amazing. I said it before, I'll say it again. Salt for me is comparable to a religious text or religious doctrine, in the sense that you come back to it and you get something new each time. Gwendolyn Brooks. Gwendolyn Brooks, Chicago native. Definitely someone whose poetry really captures, I think, the Black experience. Super profound. I was having a discussion with a friend recently. I was like, if I'm taken out of the canon, and if you're talking poets, she's probably the top one for me. So yeah, definitely someone worth checking out. Queen Godiz. She is a poet, a spoken word poet out of New York City. And the way she spells it is Godis, Queen Godiz. Just profound. Like, just the first time I saw her perform, it was like, yeah, just amazing. Next, Alicia Harris. You've probably seen her if you're familiar with Louder Than a Bomb. Just a super prolific like writer, and spoken word performing artist. Just worth checking out for sure. Next, is probably a name familiar to all of you, Chimamanda Adichie, Americana, We Should All Be Feminist, numerous other works. Definitely worth checking out for sure. Amy Tan, most popular for her book, The Joy Luck Club. And I really appreciate her because she was the first person for me who really in writing made me come to the realization that we are more similar than different. And I read this when I was way younger, but just made me realize before I had even traveled to another country and just learned this for myself, that we are all more similar than different. And it is the like ties that bind, and that the human experience is the same across cultures. And I really appreciate her for that. Arundhati Roy, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Just amazing. The God of Small Things is the one that comes to mind. That was a book that I read years ago, but that was also a book where like I actually put it down and couldn't pick it back up, just because of how deeply I was impacted by what the character was experiencing. I'm actually going to revisit it this year, so hopefully there's a book review coming for that soon. Next, J.K. Rowling. I mean, you can't see, but Laura on this show, and I've done reviews, so you've seen them before. Harry Potter, like, I love Harry Potter, so I would be remiss to not mention J.K. Rowling for sure. Portia Bryce, that's me. It's my non-pen name, but I really appreciate the growth that I've been having in my writing over the years, so I'm really proud of myself. Lauryn Hill, she's someone who, she gets it. Like, the emotions just run a gambit as a songwriter. So yeah, this wasn't limited to just books, but as a songwriter, poet, just human, like, I don't think she's always on the right side of certain things. But it's a different argument. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a classic, sheer perfection. And yeah. Solange, I'm another someone whose songwriting is actually someone who I feel like I slept on for quite a while, but I'm a seat at the table. She definitely got it. Toni Morrison, if you have not read Sula, see, there's so many books that I could have just been like, no, that's the one, read that this month. But I still stick with Difficult Women. But Sula is another one. She has Toni Morrison has a ton of books. Like, yeah, just a ton of books. So there are many, many, many that you could read, but Sula for me is it. Audre Lorde, if you have not read Audre Lorde, please get your life. You want to talk about someone who's going to challenge you and rip you apart, and then put you back together and rip you apart again and put you back together and send you out the door to do the work. Audre Lorde. So those are all of the women writers that I have. I feel that I've forgotten a lot of people. Sister Soldier also, yeah, let me not forget her. I really appreciate the work that she's done. Sister Soldier for sure. I'm trying to like scan my bookshelves quickly to see who I'm forgetting, because I know I'm forgetting so many people. I do want to give a couple of quick honorary mentions. Want to give quick honorary mentions to, there's another bookshelf over here, so I was looking there. Nikki Giovanni, Sonia Sanchez. I also want to give an honorable mention to Gabby Rivera. So I have not read her book, Juliet Takes a Breath, but I've only heard great things, so it's definitely a book I plan on picking up this weekend. But I am reading America, the comic book series, and she's writing that. And listen, if you're not reading America and you're into comic books, or even if you're not into comic books and you're just into badass women kicking ass, doing it for themselves, then this is the book for you. Like, America is amazing. I'm so happy I picked it up. What I love most about it is the little blurb. So of course there's a dialogue between characters, but there's also these little like blurbs, which is like super deep, thought-provoking, just like excerpts thrown at you, and like soul like appease, just so satisfying. It's just amazing. Finally, I'm currently reading A Wrinkle in Time in preparation for the movie coming out this weekend. Also, the author is a woman, so Madeline Leangle. Hoping that's correct. But yes, so those are the women writers that I love and think everyone should know about this Women History Month. And the book, again, that I recommend that everyone read during this month, if you haven't, is Difficult Women, and by Roxane Gay. And finally, I'm going to tag some folks, and hopefully you all will too do this video and keep it going in honor of Women's History Month. So again, it is, who are your favorite women writers, and what is the one book that you would recommend everyone read during Women's History Month? The women that I am tagging, who are also on YouTube, who do book reviews, that I would like to see do this tag and continue it and share it and tag more people, are as follows. I'm going to run through it. If I pronounce anyone's name incorrectly, super sorry. But I would like to see Haley in Bookland, Julia Sapphire, Saran Says, Elle Florence, A Book Utopia, Mercy's Bookish Musings, Evelyn from the Internets, Buzzed on Books, Claire Reads Books, The Book Basement, Read by Zoe, Sailor J. Yes, that is everyone. So I'm going to tag you all below. I hope that everyone continues this. Again, have a wonderful, productive, kick-ass Women's History Month. Go out and change the world like a woman. Be strong like a woman. Do what we do. Bring forth life and have an amazing rest of the month. Love you all. And as always, I will have more book reviews here. You can also keep up with other writings of mine on my blog, www.MsMalcolmHughes.com, where we focus on books, music, romance, and culture. Until next time.